Welcome back. We've started with 51, and now we have only 10 delegates who are competing for the title Miss USA 2003.
That's right. So let's take a moment to get to know our top 10. What do you say?
Okay. We begin with Indiana. Tashina Brooke Castigar is a 22-year-old senior at Indiana University, majoring in business management. Some of her hobbies include makeup artistry and photography. She'll be smiling. Welcome, Indiana.
This is Tennessee. Beth Hood graduated magna cum laude with BA in Communications from Middle Tennessee State University. At 24, she's working towards her master's and enjoys foreign films, yoga, and collecting shoes, don't we all? Here's Tennessee.
Meet Massachusetts. A 23-year-old from Lawrence, Susie Castillo, has a bachelor's degree in design and interior architecture from Endicott College. She loves watercolor painting and dancing to Latin music with her mom. Give it up for Massachusetts.
Next up, Alabama. 25-year-old Michelle Arnett has a degree in physical therapy from George C. Wallace College. A native of Dothan, she enjoys riding bikes, ballroom dancing, and hitting balls at the driving range. Please welcome Alabama.
Hello, Michigan. Elisa Kathleen Schlief is a 23-year-old from St. Joseph. She has a BS in architecture from the University of Michigan and enjoys beach volleyball, rollerblading, painting furniture, and pretending to cook. Let's hear it for Michigan.
Next up, New Mexico. 21-year-old Alina Ogle attends the University of New Mexico, majoring in communications and journalism with a minor in political science. She's from Albuquerque and enjoys dancing and music. Here's New Mexico.
We now have Hawaii. Alicia Malia Machioka is a 24-year-old graduate of Hawaii Pacific University with a double BA in advertising and journalism and a minor in theater. This native of Kappa enjoys surfing, hiking, and going to the beach. Aloha, Hawaii.
Here's South Carolina. Anna Rebecca Hanks has attended Clemson University and studied speech and communications. The 21-year-old from Belton enjoys rock climbing and horseback riding. Give a warm welcome to South Carolina.
Here is Oklahoma. Star Williams is a Tulsa native who has attended Oral Roberts University, majoring in communications. The 22-year-old enjoys collecting dolls, mentoring youth, and backpacking. give a warm welcome to Oklahoma.
And finally, Texas. A 22-year-old from Friendswood, Nicole O'Brien, has attended San Jacinto College and studied communications. Her hobbies are jet skiing, adding to her frog collection, and being a movie critic. Say hello to Texas.
The top 10 delegates of the Miss USA pageant. They look great.
They certainly did. They're absolutely beautiful. But tonight, the delegates will be judged not only on their looks and how they carry themselves, but on how they think.
So, what you're saying is they have the beauty, the intelligence, the whole package.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Well, let's just say that when the delegates got together this week, they were pretty outspoken on some very important issues.
Here are some of our beauty queens in a place known as the Queen of the Missions, the largest in San Antonio, Mission San Jose. Founded in 1720, this spot was considered the social and cultural center of the area. Here, our delegates were asked the question, if they could pass any law as the next Miss USA, what law would that be?
I would like to see each of our states focus on reform in regards to juvenile criminals and to place more emphasis on rehabilitation versus incarceration and punishment.
I would put prayers back in schools because I feel that when they took prayers out, that's when the crime rate went up, that's when teenage pregnancy went up, and I don't think that's just a coincidence.
The law that I would probably pass has to do with the election system we have. The change would be just for every state to have the same ballot.
We're having an issue in the state of New Hampshire as to how we fund education. The more wealthy towns are getting a better education, and I think that's a shame.
I don't believe that if we take all the guns off the street, it's going to reduce all of our crime, but I do believe we need to take the guns out of the people who are committing the crimes.
I think that there are areas in our legal system that could be reformed. There's minority groups that aren't being represented, such as gays and lesbians. You can't be discriminated against because of your ethnicity or your religious background when you're applying for a job, but you can because of your sexual orientation, and that needs to change.
I would really go to bat for tort reform. If you have a horrible situation in a surgery room, you have all kinds of factors that contribute to what happened, but it's the physician who gets sued. And what that does is it drives up healthcare premiums. I mean, and that is really what is making it unable for us to provide healthcare for everyone in the country.
I'd like to see a woman be a president someday. I mean, absolutely.
I think it's possible. I think that is possible. I'm sure we'll see it in our lifetime, but maybe I'm a little too optimistic.
I would agree with you.
Those girls are fierce. You know, there's still time for you to go online to NBC.com to cast your vote for the Clairol Miss Photogenic Award. And when we return, we'll be all dressed up for the evening gown competition as the Miss USA 2003 pageant continues live from San Antonio here on NBC.